What if the content you're watching to fix your life is the exact same thing that's keeping you stuck? Think about that for just 1 second. We've been told that self-improvement is the ultimate good. You lift weights, you read books, you wake up early, you build discipline, and you fix your habits. On paper, it sounds flawless. It promises to turn you happier, healthier, and into a more successful human being. But there's a dark, unspoken side of self-improvement. There's a point where trying to improve your life actually starts to make you miserable, lonely, and anxious. I'm going to break character right away and start off by addressing the elephant in the room. This video itself is a contradiction. I'm making a self-improvement video telling you about the dangers of self-improvement videos. I could give you the most flawless advice on earth today. I could give you the perfect blueprint to fix your life, but if you finish this video, close your laptop or phone and go right back to scrolling or playing games without changing a single thing, this video didn't help you. It actually hurt you because it gave you a fake sense of accomplishment. Today, we need to take an honest, brutal look at how the modern self-improvement movement has been twisted and how it's turning people into arrogant and isolated robots. And why it might be time for you to stop trying to optimize every single second of your existence. The first major issue with the self-improvement journey is the hidden cost of entry: sacrifice. Every guru tells you that to achieve greatness, you have to sacrifice your comfort, your bad habits, and your distractions. And to an extent, that's completely true. You can't build a great body while eating junk food every day, and you can't build financial security while blowing all your money on things you don't need. But a lot of guys take this advice to an unhealthy extreme. They start to sacrifice the very things that make life actually worth living. Let's look at a common example. Imagine a guy who decides he wants to fix his life. He stops playing video games with his childhood friend. He stops going to family dinners because the food doesn't really fit his strict meal plan. He turns down the invitation to hang out on a Friday night because he must sleep by 9 p.m. sharp to optimize his morning routine. Within 6 months, he has a visible six-pack and an immaculate sleep schedule. But he sits alone in his room, completely miserable, because he has systematically cut out every single human connection and spontaneous joy in his life to serve his routine. He didn't build freedom, he just built a more disciplined prison. A real man understands that self-improvement should serve your life, not replace it. If your routine requires you to become an isolated, lonely robot that can't spend a night out with their friends, your routine is broken. When you first start trying to better yourselves, the progress feels intoxicating. If you've never lifted weights before, you can go to the gym for 3 months, completely transform your body, and feel like a superhero. If you've never read a book, reading just one book makes you feel instantly sharper. But as you get better, an invisible wall appears. It becomes incredibly hard to beat the person you were yesterday. Think about it like playing a video game. When you start a brand new game at level 1, you can kill 3 basic monsters and instantly level up to level 2. It's fast, it's exciting, and it gives you a massive rush of satisfaction. But once you grind your way up to level 95, you have to spend weeks fighting the toughest bosses just to move up a fraction of a single level. The rewards get smaller and the effort gets bigger. This is exactly what happens in real life self-improvement, and it causes a lot of people to fall into deep depression. You reach a point where your sleep is already optimized, your diet is clean, and your work ethic is solid. Suddenly you look at yourself and think, I've been grinding for 2 months straight, but I don't look any different, and I don't feel any richer. Am I failing? No, you aren't failing. You've just hit the plateau of maturity. When you reach a high level of personal growth, progress stops being measured in massive leaps and bounds. It gets measured in tiny, invisible millimeters. If you can't understand this, you will constantly chase that newbie high, get discouraged when you can't find it, and then entirely give up. Let's talk about the biggest problem inside of the self-improvement industry right now: the consumption addiction. Self-improvement has transitioned from a physical action into a form of passive entertainment. There are millions of people who spend 3 to 4 hours a day watching videos about discipline, listening to podcasts about focus, and reading articles about productivity. They know every single technique, every single study, and every single routine by heart, but they haven't actually applied a single piece of it. To use a pretty relatable example, imagine you want to learn how to cook a complex meal. You sit on your couch and watch a 10-hour professional cooking tutorial on YouTube. You watch the chef chop vegetables, sear the meats, balance flavors. By the end of the day, your brain feels full and you feel like you're an expert cook. But you're still sitting on your couch. Your kitchen is empty and you're starving. You didn't actually cook anything. You just watched someone else do it. Watching a video about working hard gives your brain a cheap hit of dopamine. It tricks your mind into thinking, look at us, we're learning how to be better, we're working. But it's a total illusion. It is infinitely better to watch a single 2-minute video and spend the rest of the day putting it into practice than to watch a 5-hour playlist about discipline while laying in bed. The self-improvement industry thrives on keeping you watching because your views make the money. But real growth requires you to close the app, turn off the screens, and face the uncomfortable reality of doing the boring work in silence. And look, if all I cared about was the money and I didn't actually care about you guys at all, I wouldn't be telling you this. Because at the end of the day, you watching these videos, you engaging, you liking, you subscribing is what helps this channel keep going. Another massive danger of self-improvement is how it can quietly ruin your personality by turning you into an arrogant, judgmental prick. When you start gaining discipline and overcoming your lazy habits, it's very easy to start looking down on everyone else who isn't doing the same. You start viewing people who watch TV, eat fast food, or sleep in late as lesser or unproductive. Imagine this scenario. You go to a family gathering for the holidays. Your cousin is excited to eat a slice of cake. Your uncle wants to sit on the couch and watch a football game. And your friend wants to just chill and talk about a movie. Instead of connecting with them, you stand in the corner thinking, look at these sheep. They have no discipline. When you act like that, you aren't being a strong, improved man. You're just being an insecure narcissist. True strength and true self-improvement should make you more empathetic, more kind, and a more helpful person to the people around you. It shouldn't make you look down on people who choose a different lifestyle. If your personal growth makes you harder to talk to, less loving, and more arrogant, then you aren't actually improving yourself at all. You've just inflated your ego to hide your loneliness. Finally, we have to look at how self-improvement went from a pure mindset to a multi-million-dollar marketing scheme. Originally, self-improvement was simple. Work hard, take care of your body, be honest, and fulfill your duties. It didn't cost anything. But today, the internet has turned it into a consumer product. Everywhere you look, someone is trying to sell you the secret to fixing your life. Buy my $500 course on productivity. Buy this specific aesthetic journal to track your habits. Buy this supplement to optimize your brain chemistry. Subscribe to my private community to become I don't even know what. Think of it like fast fashion. They create a problem that doesn't exist, make you feel deeply insecure about it, and then hand you a price tag to fix it. They convince you that you can't possibly build discipline unless you have the right gear, the right app, and the right paid mentorship. But let's be entirely honest. The greatest, most resilient men in human history didn't have productivity apps or an online course. They didn't have smartwatches tracking their sleep cycles or influencers telling them to take cold showers. They just had raw necessity, a clear sense of duty, and the willpower to get things done. You don't need to buy anything to improve your life. The tools you need are already inside of your head and they're completely free. So what is the actual solution? How do we fix our lives without falling into the toxic trap of the self-improvement industry? The answer is balance and action. Stop trying to build a flawless optimized life, because a flawless optimized life doesn't exist. You're a human being, not a software program. It is completely okay to have days where you achieve absolutely nothing. It is completely okay to sometimes eat food just because it tastes good, to play a video game with your friend just because it's fun, and to sleep late on a Sunday morning. Use self-improvement as a tool to build a baseline of health, financial stability, and mental strength. But once that baseline is built, stop obsessing over the mirror and start looking outward. Use your strength to help your family. Use your discipline to build things that matter in the real world. Use your clear mind to be a present, loving friend and partner. Don't let the internet turn your life into a never-ending checklist of chores. Build a life you actually enjoy living. Keep your feet on the ground and remember that the real world happens when the screens are off. I'll see you in the next one, guys.